Our group's topic was the impact of smartphones and social media on today's society. Today's society revolves around social media, texting, and cell phones. My group has come up with 2 pros and 3 cons of this topic. So for the pros, we have global communication and the impact on business. And the 3 cons we have are the lack of face-to-face communication, distractions, and information overload. So first off, we'll get into the first topic that was done by Michaela. And today, we all use social media and texting to communicate because it's the most efficient way now, not like calling or emails. With social media, we lack the face-to-face communication that we want, but we're unable to have because social media just makes it easy and we just type a couple messages to each other and we don't really have face-to-face communication. And face-to-face communication skills are important because it helps you land jobs and helps you succeed in the near future. And here are some benefits of having good communication skills in the workforce. And then we'll go on to the second page. And social media negatively affects face-to-face communication skills because it makes us disinterested in meeting new people because we already have the people that we talk to anyway on social media and texting. And it creates a lot of abbreviations like TTYL, BRB, and some people even use letters to represent full words, which that happens a lot. I see in emails that I receive. I don't understand. So here's the topic of that, and then we'll go to the second con, which are distractions. Another con is our distractions because we use social media and smartphones when we shouldn't be. Like texting and driving is a big issue, and it does lead to the most injuries or deaths with young people. And as you see on the chart, like a lot of us do talk on the cell phone and we read the text messages. I've seen a lot of people driving on the highway using their phones and they're not really paying attention, which is very dangerous. And on the second page of distractions, we have just a couple ways on why smartphones are a weapon of mass distractions, which I definitely agree with all of these because number 3 is a big deal for me. I try to turn it off around 9-10 o'clock so I can just try to reset. And then even businesses are starting to see their employees use their phones more and more, which does distract them from what they're supposed to be doing, and then the jobs are not being done. And the first pro we have is the impact on business. Now, the impact on business, I think, really applies to us business majors. I thought this was a good idea. And businesses can actually save a lot of money with using social media and smartphones because then it doesn't really make us use their computers. We're just able to use our smartphones to do what we can because there's apps for everything these days. And social media is a big thing for business too because it's a cost-efficient way of marketing. And as you see from this bar graph we have over here, direct mail is $57, which is very, very expensive for what you have for social media, which is $2.50, which I see why I see a lot of these small businesses using social media to display their new products and everything like that because it is much cheaper. Okay, and then the second pro we have is global communication. Now the second one is global communication, and we're able to create new relationships with people we never even thought we would be able to because now we have social media and it's so much easier for us to talk to different people across the globe. And I know a lot of my friends have moved, and just social media and texting are a lot easier than sending letters, so to speak, or even calling because we are all busy with different things now. And with this, we are able to see that the importance of global communication, like I did talk about earlier. It's just it's a faster way for us to communicate with each other than, as you can see, it says emailing and stuff like that. So then our final subject is information overload. Now, information overload is when we all receive information too fast and we're not able to process what we're actually being told or we see online because it's just too much all at once. And a lot of this information we do receive is not really important to us in the long run, so it's just this irrelevant information we think is important at the time, but it's actually not. And as you can see, the quote, we consume 15.5 hours of information, which is crazy, just mind-blowing. And we have Facebook and Twitter, and they all talk about different things, and there's just so much happening at once. We're unable to process the information, and then, that can actually affect our work ethic or our relationships. And a lot of us use social media because we have a fear of missing out, which makes us want to check the phone because we are like, oh, what are we not seeing? Like, who's doing what? It's very interesting how social media can make us kind of forget real life as well, like we're unable to see it. And then even businesses are hurting from information overload. You can see this one quote, it says, information overload costs the U.S. economy $900 billion a year, which I'm sure it's much higher than it was in 2019. And this video is very interesting to me because the guy makes it easier to help manage the different things we're dealt with the social media and like all the information we receive from there and like how to manage it. And there's also these 7 steps from Peter Lando that help us try to avoid information overload because it is hard. But yeah, so this is our wiki page, and then here are our references as well. We have here. Okay, thank you. Bye.